Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's wee Paddy from across the shuck, and you're very welcome back to the channel. And no, we're not going to talk about this knife today, but I wish you could. This is an open tag, and it was started by Peterbilt Knife Guy. Now, I've not heard of Peterbilt Knife Guy. I've not followed him. I follow him now because it was a good open tag, and I want to see what his channel's like. But it looks really good so far. Um, and he asked for 10 USA made knives. Now, again, I'm not an American, I'm an old foreigner, I'm a Brit. So I thought I would love to join in because well, they probably are the biggest amount of knives that I have in my collection, American made, and I thoroughly enjoy them and love them. So I just thought I would join in. But I couldn't put this one in because is it a knife? This is the Medford Jefferson. And this is his, version of a multi-tool. Beautiful knife, an S45 VN, I believe this is in, but they also come in Magna Cut and S35 VN, different ones. So this one's an S45, beautiful blade, really lovely knife blade. Really just a joy to hold in the hand, off center, which makes it just beautiful to use. So it's got a bottle opener and it's also got a scraper. And there's lots of different models, and then this is the sort of knife you can buy the individual blades or tools and just put them into this knife. You don't have to buy a whole new knife. You can just fit them. It's modular. I think it's going to go from 1 to 4 different layers. I think it's 1 to 3 at the minute. I'm not sure. I'm still learning about these. But an absolutely super little tool. Slip joint as well. He done this for me, and he does this. You can customize your own knife. And he done this for me. Just love it. Absolutely love it. But anyway, that's an American made one. High end, but really lovely made, and I enjoy it. Let's just get started. And I'm going to do a bit of a cheek one. This is the American made knives, but it's not an American company. This was a Booker, and it was made in America for I don't think it was a very long period of time, but what a beautiful little penknife. Isn't that just gorgeous? And there you have the Booker, and it's just got Booker tree band, but in the inside you can see Booker USA. I adore this little knife. It's great snap. Middle part of the last century, I believe, somewhere around there. Look at the fit and finish on it, brass liners, beautiful. This is Delrin, Jig Delrin, which is done amazingly well. It's a tiny little knife. Do you know it's the size of a peanut? It's just a lovely knife. So there's my first one. The next one is another famous USA company. This is Schrade, and this is the LB3, which is a lockback. An absolutely gorgeous little knife. Now, this has been well used and abused, but I love it. Absolutely love it. I really want the LB5, so if anybody in the UK has an LB5 that they would like to sell or trade, I'd be really interested, because this is just lovely. Obviously, it's a take on the Buck 110, but a lovely little knife. And a lot of these are, the first lot of these are quite small knives. The next one is one of my favourite, and this is by Chattaraugus Cutlery, Little Valley, New York, I believe. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, little pen blade. I have a thing for pen knives. Look at that little spear point nearly. Absolutely beautiful. Just on the inside, there's a line and it's chamfered down one side, but not the other. But lovely, really just takes away from it. Listen to that snap. And I mean, I would say that's from the beginning of the 1900s. Definitely, and beautiful. And look at the fit and finish, still great. This is bone, beautiful piece of bone, beautiful jigging, just adorable. And I love the old pins, just fantastic. So again, I'm probably going to say these are all one of my favorites because most of the time I actually do mean it. They're all little favorites. This is one I just got yesterday from Stephen, I've forgotten. Cal, Gunslinger Cal. Terrible for names. And he just sent me this over as a little gift. It's a little gunstock pattern. It is stunning, and I'm so glad that he didn't do it all up. I'll take a little bit of this off, but probably not much, because this is just a beautiful little knife. Look at that bone. Isn't that lovely? Really is beautiful. I love the Federal shield on there. Listen to the snap. What a gorgeous little knife. So I'm going to do this up and I'll put an edge on it, and this is something I'll carry in my fifth pocket. What a gorgeous little knife. Not as much snap on that big one, but again, beautifully done. Just needs a bit of a, I'll have a bit of a soak in mineral oil, and then I'll give it a wee clean up, take a wee bit of a shine to them blades, but not very much. Absolutely love it. So Cal, thank you very much indeed. And the next one is one that people seem to like when I bring it out, and Cal would like this. This is a case knife, and this is a little mini cleaver. How cool is that? How cool is that? Beautiful stag bone. Beautiful. Let me try to use my hand there. Isn't that lovely? What a well-made knife. What a well-made knife. And there you are, Case Double X USA, and a beautifully hollow ground little cleaver blade. I just think it's a dinky. It's absolutely dinky, but lovely. And the next one, it's one I don't show much, and I don't know why. Again, it's another pen blade. It's a larger pen blade, which is equal end and a balloon center with this beautiful bow tie or propeller shield. And look at this for a great substantial blade. And this is Queen City, made in America by Queen City. It is a beautiful bit, and it's in mint condition, literally mint condition. Love it. Lovely walk and talk, beautiful bone, and you have the pen blade there, and it was made in 2012, which is a very important date for me, and yeah, it's a very important date, and it's lovely. I really enjoy this knife. Lovely, lovely to have in my collection. And this is, again, that's a bit larger now. We're getting up into the larger knives. The next one is another older one. This is a PAL Cutlery, another great American company, and this is the PAL Cutlery Company, made in the USA, which it says on the tank stamp there. There you go. Beautiful clip point on it. Slim but lovely detail in it with that swedge and the long pull. Love it. It's sharp as a razor because I carry this one. This is a Stockman. There you go. I mean, it has been used, but it's been loved. Even the blades, you know, there's a nice straight edge still there. And it has, it's got the wrong blade on here. It's, oh no, it hasn't. This has got I thought it was another knife there. No, it has got the, my favourite spay blade. But there's so much use left in this. And the bone, I mean, that has been carried and loved. Look at that. Beautiful fit and finish. Lovely bone on it. Just a treasure in my collection. Love this one. Love it. And here's one that I got last week. And I bought this. Now, it looked lovely, and I love this. I love the old-fashioned way it's done. You can see the pivot pin run right across there. This is a jackknife with a, look at that, K-bar. And this is their Boot Hill series, which is where old cowboys go to die. So I believe. But beautiful. Look at the stag on that. Absolutely. K-bar. I mean, it's not very often you see a K-bar, that I have seen a K-bar with this beautiful. That isn't a gap, actually. It's just a bit lowered when it's in. But, I mean, other than that, it is just pure perfection. Love this knife. Really nice size to use. Love it. And the secondary blade is just a little pen blade. It's a lovely, stocky little pen blade. And I'm not sure what that K-bar company and a K-bar. No, I'm not sure. Somebody will tell me. KC company. K-bar. No, it's K-bar knife company. No, I can't think of what it is. There you go. Beautiful little knife. Great to have in my collection. Again, it's that Coke bottle shape this time. Beautiful. And the last two would be my favourite of this lot. I have lots more to choose from, but this is my TC Barlow from GEC, which are my favourite UK maker. Beautiful, made in Titiout, and this one was made in 21. It's the number 15 pattern Titiout, which is the everybody wants to have knife. I've only got one now. I've had many in my short period of collecting, but this is the one I kept, and I love the spear. It's just so useful. and a lovely, lovely knife. This has been actually, if I bring it up close, you can maybe see this has been actually black with use, and then I cleaned it all up. It actually came up really well in the front there, but you can still see the marks underneath it, and you can see the etching very late there. Genuine Barlow. Beautiful knife. Love it. And last but not least, this is one you don't see every day. This is a Northwoods, which are not unusual, but this is before Derek Bone had Northwoods. This was owned by, Northwoods was owned, the pattern was owned by David Shirley, and he made beautiful knives. And much like Derek, he was just the owner, of the brand. Most of these were done by Queen, I believe, because Dave never actually shared who made them, but it was a well-known fact they were done by Queen. And let me tell you, the fit and finish on this is beautiful. And there you have, let me see if I can read that. This is Northwoods, Gladstone, Michigan, USA. Dave Shirley edition. And he made them for quite a few years, I believe, but just lovely. Look at that bone and the jigging on it. Just absolutely gorgeous. And they are very much up to that Northwood standards that Derek Bone really took care to keep and made all his own. Derek's passed now, sadly, died far too young, and the beautiful little pen blade on it. But again, everything about this knife, the fit and finish is just immaculate, much like the GECs, the Northwoods that Derek Bone done. Just a stunning knife, and one that I'm really, really chuffed to have in my collection. I have one other Northwoods, which is Derek Bone's. That's all I want, and I'm quite happy with that because my main collection would be the GEC. But there we go. Peter, I hope you enjoyed this. I look forward to catching up with your channel and seeing what you've got there. Thank you very much for putting the open tag out. So there you go, 10 USA made knives. Take care now. Bye-bye.